Hello everyone, welcome to the Thunder News Show. Oh dear God, I'm doing that again. 1, 2, 3. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Thunder News, another episode of Thunder News. Today we have back on our show Amir, who has just recently gotten a job by Turing.com. That's just for context for everyone. So our co-host Rishwan, do you have a question for Amir?
Yes, Amir. So
Yeah,
how did
right.
how did you come across this job offer? Did you apply for it, or do you explain more?
Okay, so I didn't apply for it. Okay, so 2 days ago in the morning, I wake up in the morning. So I look through, I having my meal time. So I was checking my mail. Then suddenly I jump into this email from a company called Turing. Okay, so my initial thought is that okay, this might be a scam or what. So I just check the email first. Then I look through their official website to check whether this email is really legit or not. Then it seems all legit and nothing suspicious. So at that point, I was like really excited. I don't know how to like express my feeling at that moment because I can't really imagine, the feeling.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. You suddenly
so
get a
yeah,
job offer from a tech company. That's insane.
yeah. It's like the thing that excites me the most is the fact that this like one of the most famous company out there, even though this is not like a FANG company, which is stand for Facebook, Apple, Netflix, and Google, but this like a company where you can reach to them. I mean, like it's easier for you. This like the easy part for you.
Yeah, yeah. Agree,
So
agree. So what are the specifications? Like why did they approach you? Like did they approach you or did you
okay,
like apply for it beforehand or
all right. This as what I know, as what I read from the email itself, is saying like they look through my email. I mean, sorry, they look through all my projects that I've done in GitHub, in my LinkedIn, and my Twitter and all of my social media platform. They look through that one first, and they feel like I might be a great fit for their company. So they send me an offer letter, ask me whether I'm interested or not, and if I am interested, I can have like a sort of little interview, like a coding interview. I mean, you cannot easily like jump straight into it there, but you have to go through like little bit phase of an interview. After that onwards, you can get straightly hired to their company.
Right, right. So have you done that interview yet?
I mean, because honestly speaking, I'm not going to work. Okay, I'm not going to work for now. Okay,
Okay.
so I feel like
so you're not
I
gonna accept the job offer?
no, yeah, I'm not going to accept the job offer. Unfortunately, because
Oh,
due to
plot
some
twist,
reasons,
okay.
yeah, due to
Hmm.
some reason like I'm still studying, right? So I'm planning
Yeah.
to continuing my study in bachelor in software engineering first before taking all of these jobs. But now, okay, now itself, I'm taking like a small level kind of client job. Okay, so it went well, but I'm scared the fact that if I make a agreement with one company like this Turing company, I'm scared like if I cannot get enough time to work with them, then it will be a bit chaos for me. So I feel like okay, not now, maybe anytime soon, maybe once I got like a better offer from any company out there, then I'll consider it like that.
I mean, that does sound like a sensible option. I mean, considering that you're someone who's still studying, right? And
Yeah,
from what I gather, right, this offer that you got is like a full-on proper software development job, right?
right.
And trying to balance that as like a student aiming to go to university would be a huge workload, even for someone with your skill.
Yeah, exactly. So because this work they didn't require us to have what they call a bachelor in software engineering or any cert, as long as we have like a skill set as what they're asking for, like a programming language, all those language, then you are good to go. You don't need like a bachelor degree or something like that. Yeah. So the fact that this company also you can work remotely. Like I no need to go to what do you call San Francisco, California, but then I can work in here at here as well in Malaysia as well. So they're giving like an option for me to work remotely.
Yeah. There's a term for that. It's called digital nomads. So these are the people
Yeah,
who work
right.
remotely from different parts of the world, and most of them are normally software
Exactly.
developers.
Exactly.
it's such a. But Turing.com is not the only company that hires people to become remotely, right?
Yeah. There's a quite a lot of
Or are there other?
yeah. But then like this like one of the most stable out there lah, for you if you want to really work remotely. Because they got a link with
Uh,
Facebook, Apple, or Google, everything. Yeah.
okay. Okay, I mean, I have a question for you. Do
All
you
right.
think
Mm.
okay, like we've all heard the story before.
Mm.
People graduate from university, they get their bachelor's, but then they spend months, maybe even like a year or two, or sometimes years, and they can't find a job.
All
Do
right.
you think software engineering, a degree in software engineering, software development, computer science, all of these, anything that has to do with IT, do you think a degree, a bachelor's in any one of these sort of like this phylum, do you
All
think
right.
any one of these, like, will they ever have a problem of like finding a job after you get one of these degrees? Do you think it's possible?
Okay. All right. So normally this is most of the as what I knew before this. I thought like okay, if you want to be a software engineer, you have to have like a scroll of degree, right? That's the normal thoughts of every
Yeah.
people out there. But then you have to realize this thing. When you become a software engineer, it all depends on your skill on your programming language and so on. So even though you didn't have like a degree, you can still work with others company as well because the requirement of the company is not the degree, but then they are looking for the minimum what do you call all the skill that you have. They are looking for that. So either way, if you think there's like two ways of thinking. First, you have to get a degree, then you have to find for a job, which is quite impossible these days to get a job. But then, because of this pandemic, this and that, most company already digitalized their company. You know, they started online website,
No, but
online
for software
shopping.
development, it's always been digitalized, right? For software
Uh,
development, all of that.
yeah, I mean like what do you call that, if back then there's a lesser needs for the software or like most of the company won't be using
Or
software
remotely, lah.
remotely, so now there's like
Oh,
higher
okay.
chances. So my advice is that if you really want to work as a software engineer, you don't need a scroll of degree, but then you need a skill. That's my advice. But if you really want to secure your position, if you want to get what do you call that, what do you call promotion, then
Mhm.
it's recommended lah. It's really recommended.
How much is the from Turing.com? Did they state how much the salary would be?
Uh, 9 till 15K, $9,000
RM
until 50. No, dollar US dollar
per?
per month.
Yo, what? No, for
Yeah,
your job application.
yeah, for software engineering, that's normal for them.
Whoa.
Yeah,
What?
because you are still. That's why, as I said earlier, because if I commit with this work, I have to really put 100%
Hmm.
effort into it. I cannot like simply focus on my study, then for a while
What's the
work with
working
them.
time and all of that?
Working time is flexible. It's really
What's like the
flexible.
working time?
It's a flexible.
So no, but then how would they go about it? Is it like a
Yeah,
weekly
is there like
quota
a
or how many hours or
is there
like?
like, yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. It's like this. They will give like a certain task for you to complete.
Rishwan, say that again.
No, I mean like is there like a minimum quota of how many hours you have to work or how many projects you have to complete to earn your
As
wage?
I heard, you have to work per day like 5 hours like that. But as long as you finish your task earlier, then you're good to go.
What? So the
Yeah,
minimum is five. Okay, no. So the max, the cap is 5 hours a day. So if you
yeah.
don't finish your task in 5 hours, you just continue on with the next day, like that.
Yeah, you can, as long as they will give like certain tasks for you to complete. So if let's say they ask you to build a website or handle the system of this company, certain company, so you have to do all A to Z. So they give like a minimum time for you to complete all of these things. So you have to put cram everything within that period of time.
But 9 to 15K a week, that's a
No, a month,
lot.
month,
That's actually a lot, lah. Oh no,
month, brother.
yeah. Sorry, a month.
Ah,
That's a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah,
That's
because
so much more than what Malaysians earn, you know.
exactly, because once you become a software engineer in Malaysia itself, they don't really look into it. I'm guessing like they don't really take serious of this thing. But when you go to like California, to Silicon Valley, the most biggest tech company like Facebook, Apple, Netflix, and Google, so on, they will really look into someone who really patient into it to identify the problem. Okay, like 2 weeks ago, there's a huge the world get shock news like saying Google's server went down, right? So their server, their
Yeah.
what you call software
Yeah.
engineer have to cram in to find the solution. So it's not like easy way. People might thinking it's easy way, but it's not actually. Yeah, to
I
get
guess it
that
also
much.
lends itself to like a bigger stereotype. Like you see, like in countries such as Malaysia, right? Because the salary isn't as high as the US. I think people undervalue how important IT is, right? So why
Yeah,
do you think that that's the case?
I think Malaysia evolving, even though Malaysia evolving quite, I'm not saying very slow, but it's
It's not
evolving quite.
rapid. Don't say the word rapid.
Uh,
It is slow.
it is slow. Yeah, it is slow. We can see the progress. Like, let's take example for 5G internet connection. Most of the countries, like Asian countries, Singapore, or you go to like Middle East, most of the country already have like a stable 5G connection. When we look through into our country, our own country, even 4G itself is not stable at this point of time. So it's really sad for us to see that, So it's like one of the fact. Then
Yeah.
see, 2 weeks ago, like Facebook and Google data center planning to like invest in Malaysia, but due to some political reasons, they can't do it because Malaysia don't have like a what they call that enough time. If let's say the server went down, like Facebook server went down, Malaysia don't have like enough what do you call the a person who want to solve that thing out.
Recovery time.
Recovery time. So hence,
Oh,
because of that,
okay.
they don't want to invest in Malaysia. So due to like that kind of reason, Malaysia are really evolving very slow. I can see that.
So you're saying it's not just in terms of IT we have to improve, but like our infrastructure, our time management, and
Exactly. Yeah.
everything else has to improve in
Exactly.
tandem.
Everything. Yeah. Just now, I was having a talk with a Malaysian who working in Google India. Okay. So just now I was having a talk with them. Then he was saying like he's really upset with what Malaysia evolved, the way how Malaysia tech industry evolving, because India is like 10 times, 50 times even more faster than us. So it's like few things
Yeah.
we as a youngsters like to give ideas, but then somehow it couldn't reach the one who in government. So that's quite hard and difficult for us to to make Malaysia a bit high tech state country.
I think, this rings a bell for me. So I'm just going to explain this story. This actually reminds me of Ireland. Ireland, the country in Europe.
Yeah.
So what happened to Ireland was they were also like a very conservative nation, like Malaysia.
Right.
But
Right.
then this happened in around the 2000s when the technology, the internet started booming and stuff like that, right? So companies will funnel their taxes to Ireland. So because tech companies like Apple and stuff like that. So what ended up happening is like so many different tech companies started to become based in Ireland that Ireland itself developed with the technology. So that's how it worked, So if there are big tech companies that would invest in Malaysia, then it would boost Malaysia's integrity of how technology work in Malaysia also. But
Exactly.
that won't happen because Singapore is right next to us. So
All right. Yeah, so damn true. Actually, right. Once your country is like more towards technology and stuff, with all your good infrastructure, your economic growth will be increased.
yeah,
And
exactly. Because
look like
technology keeps on advancing.
yeah, exactly. Even Tesla also don't want to invest in Malaysia. So that's so sad, The fact that even
They're
Tesla
not.
don't want to invest. Tesla,
They don't have a showroom in Malaysia.
no, they don't have. I mean,
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, even though you can buy their car like for 500,000 ringgit per car, but then you cannot have an autopilot mode. You cannot, what do you call that? Have that.
Oh yeah, because the application
Ah.
is not supported in this region.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Oh,
God
wow.
damn it.
Yeah, yeah,
So Malaysian consumers have to get an inferior product. That's
Yeah,
sad.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, so it's like
It's the
no
same
point. You are,
for Honda.
yeah, it's no point. You are buying the car just for the sake for the autopilot, then you cannot have it. Like, no point, right? For the
Yeah.
Might as well
500,000, you
just
can
buy
buy.
another regular electric car from
Yeah, but
BMW or something.
exactly. Right. So
Even
yeah,
Honda
that
had this problem, when there's this Honda, I think there's like a guard app for the car, for like a Honda Civic, one of the newer models, but the application doesn't work in Malaysia's region. So
yeah,
you'd have to download the APK
yeah.
if you could even find it, and if you were on
Yeah.
iPhone, you were just screwed.
I think even Android Auto in like its early years was also
Mhm.
like not available here. You had to like install it manually and all that.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's the fact. Like, you live in Malaysia, the evolving of technology is very, very slow.
but if you do manage to land a remote job as a software developer and you are living in Malaysia, do you think that would be, because that, okay, no, it's not, do you think, it's a fact that it'll be actually very good, right? Because the pay is insane.
Yeah,
It's even more than what a software developer in Malaysia would get, right?
yeah, exactly. I mean, in Malaysia, if you really want to get that amount of salary, you have to be like a product manager. That's the highest position if in tech. That's the highest position you can earn that much of salary compared to you just be a software engineer in the US. You can earn already the same amount
And
of
this
money,
is like
but
assuming it's an entry level job, right?
yeah,
Also, I have another question.
right.
So let's say you were to accept this kind of remote job, right? Aside
Right.
from the fact of it like being, done over the cloud, right? And you being able to work from home, what would
Yeah.
you think is like the cons of this kind of job as opposed to getting like a regular software engineering job that you have to physically like go to work and stuff?
I mean, the product, if you being a what do you call a software engineer, there's nothing much different without by working physically or just by having online, because you can have a online meeting, you can edit your code online, you can compare your code with your what do you call mates online. So there's nothing much that I can find difference. So I think just same, because you can see most of the company like Facebook and Google, they're already planning to like 50% reduce the amount of workers to have a physical working. Most of them are already planning to like change to because online working, due to this pandemic and also due to the what do you call
Yeah, I think
the
the tech
efficiency.
sector,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think the tech
sector
sector has
really
been the
didn't
best
get
equipped to
impacted
handle
as
this
hard from the
pandemic.
pandemic.
exactly.
Yeah, because yeah,
uh,
except for computer engineers, lah,
but
parts
this year was
manufacturing, all of that. I
but
guess
this
that one
year
took a hit, lah.
yeah, but this year was like a quite a good year lah for me. I know, even though it's like most depressing years for others, but for me itself, I feel like I've
Yeah,
my growth have been so fast like compared to 5 years
achieved
back.
quite a lot.
Yeah, I've achieved quite a lot. Then as a what do you call, as to wrap it up this whole year, I create another project. Okay, so the project will be out on the 31st
Mm-hmm.
of December. What it does, it you can have a SIM, this one, like Snapchat, you can know your friend location, right? But then this one I changed a
Yeah,
bit to make
yeah.
it, but this one I changed a bit to make it like even more cooler. What it does, like say you want to share a YouTube link with your friend, but then you want to know like where they are at, then what type of phone they are using, their location, house address, and so on. So you just have to go through to the email, which I'm going to publish in next few days. Just post your link there, then it will like what do you call that? Swap the link. Then it will separate into two links. First link is the link that you're supposed to send to your friend. Then the second link is the link where you can monitor the what do you call the activity of the link. You understand what I'm saying? It's like even okay, let's say your friend is opening that link, even though there's a YouTube link, okay, he will open like a normal link. But once he click that, I'll inside the what do you call this the tracking link, I can monitor where he's at, all his IP address, his phone devices, location, house address, and so on.
Oh, wow. So is it like you're creating a link within another link?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So fun fact, I
Oh
already
dear God. This
fun
man
fact,
is
No
insane.
wonder no wonder all these companies are trying to hit you up before
So-
before this virus could
Yeah,
use to
they're trying to
destroy any
contain
more
you.
people's
Like,
reputations.
So this project actually I want to
Dushwan,
keep.
you remember how
Mhm.
Google server went down?
Oh
Yeah, I think I know
no.
the culprit behind that.
Do explain
Oh, no.
what the new project have you been up to?
Okay, so this new project actually
Yeah, continue.
I don't want to publish before 31st because my plan is that I want to wrap it up this whole year by publishing that project. But then 2 weeks ago, okay, I already finished this project 2 weeks ago. It's like a little bit programming I've to done. Then I completed it. Then as my first task, I want to, at that point, suddenly out of sudden, my friend messaged me like, dude, I got scammed by this one Instagram saying like he can do this fake license and so on, right? So what I did, I used like, okay, why not I give it a try? Why not I want to see how my project really work? So I give it a try. I like have a chat with him. Then I say like, okay, bro, can you have a look through this email? So I have a look through his email. I mean, like I asked him to click on the email to look through all the data inside there, you know. So what that dumbass did is that he clicked on the link. So I get his phone, what do you call his location, his IP address, phone device, and everything. Then I used that to prank
Oh
him
dear
back.
God.
I used to prank him back. Then he already scared. He said like he will, refund back all the money that he scammed to my friend. Then he already deactivated it. So yeah, it's what a quite achievement for me because I was like thinking how
Oh
many people can I
wow.
scam?
Oh damn. This is
Uno
like a
reverse
counter
card
scammer.
here.
Tech companies, are you listening?
I mean, like
Tech companies, are you listening? Thunder Hidnu. You got a potential lifesaver here.
Huge talent
Dear
here.
God.
You planning to market your
Yeah.
services to help people get back
Yeah.
their stolen goods.
I was
Get him
like,
in contact
okay.
with Apple.
I was like, okay, all right, my project was successful, but at the same time, I was like giving a lesson learned for that guy lah. For those who created all those scam, he was really scared because I screenshot the whole of the what do you call the page. I sent him like, this is your IP address, this is your house location, this is your phone number, this is your time, this is your phone device, and so on. So he was like really shocked, I think. So he sent me like a long paragraph.
Oh
I
my
said,
God.
just give me my friend a refund. So okay lah, it went good. He deactivated after that onwards.
Guess this is a life lesson to
Oh
most of you out there. Get a friend who's really good in programming. They can
Yeah.
help you out in these kind of situations.
So just now itself, I got a okay. This is my second story. Okay, just now I got a friend who like someone who fake. Yeah, my friend account. She's a girl. Okay, someone fake her account. So I went through that. Then I look like who is really behind that account. So I managed to get that guy as well. So that account also get closed.
Oh my God, this man. Instagram protection services. Ladies, are you listening? He's single. Amir, you're single, right?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, he's single, ladies.
Most of the software engineer is single, bro.
Don't worry about
Look
your
at-
Insta getting
Look
hacked.
at
Well, that's about to change now that they know what they
Okay,
can
we can all
do.
relate.
I mean this like not the first
Yeah.
time. I mean this not the first time, but I've done few lah back then. Back then I used to I used my
Yeah.
a bit of crack mind. I used to think of like a reverse way, how this thing will work, how this thing will work. So I have to find that crook. Finally sometime I managed to solve it now.
Yeah, it sounds like, do you know Jim Browning?
Yeah.
Jim Browning, the YouTuber, the guy who reverse hacks scammers on calls.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, It sounds like the same method where you reverse the connection back to them, and then that's really scary for the scammer actually.
I mean, like just giving them a lesson. I don't want to like. Why would you do like that kind of stupid stuff?
True,
Like,
true, true.
it's like many more good things you can do. But
Yeah.
you're just scamming people. So it's like give him a lesson learned. So it was a good year lah for me itself. I'm really happy for this year lah.
So Amir, coming off this very
bro.
successful year for you, what are your plans for 2021?
2021. 2021, I was planning like to start an official company in a sense because I already now 18, right?
Oh, really?
So I want to start a small little company who can give consultant to other people, even give like tech services like building their website and so on. So it's like more official. Even though before this I did like a unofficial one, but after this one I want to go like a legal way, more legal way. So who knows, like there's chances for me to get linked with the government workers, so I can have to share my ideas with them. Maybe I can see the progress from there. So hopefully everything will went well for 2021.
It all sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good idea that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I'm hoping to create even more.
Thank you, Amir, for
project.
speaking with us.
Right. Thank you so much, guys, for inviting me.
We all
Thank
hope
you,
that you will create.
Yeah, thank you, Kishore and Rishwin,
Yeah.
for always supporting my work. Kishore, ever since when I was 16 years old, he's been supporting my work. So thank you guys so much for all the support you guys have given to me.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, no worries, man. Keep doing what
don't
you do,
worry.
and we'll hope to
We'll
have you
continue
back on the
supporting
podcast
this.
again to talk about
Alright.
more of the
No
projects
problem.
that you're going to be
We'll
involved
definitely
in.
have you back.
All right, just let me know.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Anything you need, we'll be here. This has
Alright.
been the Thondal Tidnu podcast. Thank you all so much for listening. Goodbye.